AEW Rampage results. The 27th of January 2023, Hangman Page vs Wheeler Yuta. First match, 59-22-1, Hangman Page vs 37-25, Wheeler Yuta. Yuta starts things off with a running dropkick. Yuta repeatedly stomps on Page's chest. Yuta with forearm shivers. Page ducks a clothesline from Yuta. Page chops Yuta. Page whips Yuta across the ring. Page goes for a body slam, but Yuta lands back on his feet. Yuta applies the octopus stretch. Yuta with a sunset flip for a 1 count. Yuta drops his weight on both of Page's knees. Yuta grapevines the legs of Page. Palm strike exchange. Yuta bridges his back for added pressure. Page grabs the bottom rope which forces the break. Yuta with a chop, forearm combination. Yuta sends Page to the corner. Page with a running haymaker. Page unloads 2 knife-edge chops. Yuta with another chop, forearm combination. Page rocks Yuta with a forearm smash. Following a snapmare takeover, Page with the sliding lariat for a 2 count. Page with a straight right hand. Page whips Yuta across the ring. Yuta holds onto the ropes. Yuta sends Page to the ring apron. Yuta slams Page's head on the top rope. Page with the fillaway slam. Page pops back on his feet. Page with a springboard clothesline. Page with the slingshot pescado. Page slaps Yuta in the face. Page kicks Yuta in the face. Page rolls Yuta back into the ring. Yuta lands the suicide dive. Yuta is lighting up Page's chest. Page catches Yuta in midair. Page with a pop-up power bomb into the apron. Page rolls Yuta back into the ring. Page with the Liger bomb for a 2 count. Chop exchange. Page puts Yuta on the top turnbuckle. Page with the superplex for a 2 count. Page applies a waist lock. Yuta with 2 sharp elbow strikes. Page kicks Yuta in the gut. Page with the Irish whip. Yuta kicks Page in the face. Yuta with a missile dropkick. Yuta with an inverted atomic drop. Yuta follows that with a step-up enzui-giri. Yuta with 2 flying forearm smashes. Yuta pops back on his feet. Yuta with a leaping back elbow smash. Yuta with a corner clothesline. Yuta drops Page with a running bulldog for a 2 count. Yuta ascends to the top turnbuckle. Page with 2 forearm smashes. Page with repeated headbutts. Page hits the avalanche Death Valley driver for a 2 count. Page with 2 German suplexes. Page punches Yuta in the back. Standing switch exchange. Yuta with 3 German suplexes. Page clings onto the top rope. Page with 3 sharp elbow strikes. Yuta wraps the right leg of Page around the middle rope. Yuta with hammer elbows. Page with 2 headbutts. Yuta ducks a clothesline from Page. Yuta sends Page chest first into the turnbuckle bars. Yuta with a German suplex on the apron. Yuta with the release German suplex on the floor. Yuta follows that with a flying crossbody block. Yuta rolls Page back into the ring. Yuta goes for the flying splash, but Page gets his knees up in the air for a 2 count. Page with a falling lariat. Yuta avoids the buckshot lariat. Yuta with the pain thriller. Yuta connects with the flying splash for a 2 count. Yuta with hammer elbows. Yuta with a running boot. Page ducks a clothesline from Yuta. Page with the rolling elbow. Yuta answers with a chop, forearm combination. Yuta starts biting Page's forehead. Page dodges the rebound lariat. Page delivers the buckshot lariat. Page plants Yuta with the Death Rider to pick up the victory. Winner, 60-22-1, Hangman Page via pinfall. Second match, 39-13, Best Friends and 8-5, Danhausen W, Orange Cassidy vs. 26-13, Jay Lethal, 4-3, Jeff Jarrett, 7-1, Satnam Singh W, Sanjay Dutt in a 6-man tag team match. Singh smashes Danhausen's Ukul. Lethal attacks Taylor from behind before the bell rings. Lethal repeatedly stomps on Taylor's chest. Lethal chops Taylor. Lethal scores 3 right tabs. Taylor dives over Lethal. Taylor with 2 arm drags. Taylor applies an arm bar. Taylor tags in Beretta. Double Irish whip. Double elbow knockdown. Double elbow drop for a 1 count. Lethal drives his knee into the midsection of Beretta. Lethal tags in Jarrett. Jarrett kicks Beretta in the gut. Jarrett with 2 haymakers. Beretta with a chop, forearm combination. Jarrett applies a side headlock. Beretta whips Jarrett across the ring. Beretta drops down on the canvas. Beretta leapfrogs over Jarrett. Beretta scores the elbow knockdown. Beretta tags in Taylor. Taylor kicks Jarrett in the gut. Simultaneous tag to Beretta. Double Irish whip. Danhausen with a corner clothesline. Double shoulder tackle. Soul food, half and half suplex combination to Lethal. Best friends blasts Singh off the ring apron. A Pier 6 brawl ensues on the outside. Beretta unloads 2 knife-edge chops. Beretta kicks the left knee of Singh. Beretta with forearm shivers. Singh whips Beretta out of the ring. Lethal with a running lariat on the floor. Cassidy checks on Beretta. The referee is losing control of this match. Lethal rolls Beretta back into the ring. Jarrett with a gut punch. Jarrett tags in Lethal. Jarrett whips Beretta across the ring. Jarrett kicks Beretta in the gut. Lethal with a swinging neck breaker. Lethal struts around the ring. Lethal applies a front face lock. Lethal tags in Singh. Singh whips Beretta across the ring. Singh scores the elbow knockdown for a 2 count. Singh tags in Lethal. Lethal with a flying double axe handle strike for a 1 count. Lethal catapults Beretta throat first into the bottom rope. Jarrett hammers down on Beretta's chest. Dutt delivers a cheap shot behind the referee's back. Lethal tags in Jarrett. Wishbone attack. Jarrett with the running boot through the ropes. Jarrett does the Fargo strut. Team Jarrett has complete control of the match during the commercial break. Beretta rolls Lethal over for a 2 count. Lethal with the rolling elbow. Lethal goes for a release German suplex, but Beretta lands back on his feet. Beretta tags in Taylor. Taylor with 2 clotheslines. Taylor clears the ring. Lethal kicks Taylor in the gut. Lethal sends Taylor to the corner. Taylor with a rising knee strike. Taylor with a flatliner. Taylor applies the Koji clutch. Jarrett breaks up the submission hold. Lethal tags in Jarrett. Jarrett with a toe kick. Double Irish whip. Taylor dives over Jarrett. Taylor with the drop toe hold into Jarrett. Taylor clotheslines Lethal over the top rope. Taylor with the slingshot pescado. Taylor blocks a boot from Jarrett. Taylor with a back heel trip. Taylor applies the figure 4 leg lock. Taylor avoids Hail to the King. Singh launches Taylor to the corner. Danhausen tags himself in. Danhausen with rapid-fire body shots. Danhausen chops Singh. Singh blocks a punch from Danhausen. Singh starts ragdolling Danhausen. Danhausen sidesteps Singh into the turnbuckles. Best Friends uses the top rope as a weapon. Cassidy nails Dutt with the orange punch. The referee snatches the guitar away from Danhausen. Jarrett clocks Danhausen with the Golden Globe trophy. That allows Singh to pick up the victory. Winner, 27-13, Jay Lethal, 5-3, Jeff Jarrett, 8-1, Satnam Singh via pinfall. Third match, 58-22, Powerhouse Hobbs vs. 0-0, Tony Mudd. Mudd sidesteps the collar and elbow tie-up. Hobbs with the running clothesline. Hobbs rocks Mudd with a forearm smash. Hobbs launches Mudd with a body avalanche. Hobbs with 2 corner clotheslines. Hobbs talks smack to Mudd. Hobbs flings Mudd across the ring. Hobbs connects with the burning hammer to pick up the victory. Winner, 59-22, Powerhouse Hobbs via pinfall. Lineup for next week's U Dynamite. Bryan Danielson vs Timothy Thatcher. Brian Cage W, Prince Nana vs Konosuke Takeshita. Jon Moxley vs Hangman Page. The Acclaimed in action. Jade Cargill, C.W., Layla Gray vs Red Velvet W, Era Hogan for the UTBS Championship. Darby Allin, C.W., Sting vs Samoa Joe in a no-holds-barred match for the UTNT Championship. Fourth match, 23-19, Jamie Hayter W, Britt Baker and Rebel vs. 45-42, Emi Sakura W, the Royal Court in the Women's World Championship Eliminator match. Sakura is playing mind games with Hayter. Collar and elbow tie up. Hayter with a forearm smash. Hayter drops Sakura with a shoulder tackle. Sakura tugs on Hayter's hair. Chop exchange. Sakura sends Hayter tumbling to the floor. Sakura repeatedly whips Hayter against the apron and the barricade. Sakura chops Hayter. Sakura with a running crossbody block into the barricade. Sakura is lighting up Hayter's chest. Sakura rolls Hayter back into the ring. Sakura with a hair-heel throw. Sakura with a palm strike. Sakura follows that with a running crossbody block into the turnbuckles. Sakura slaps Hayter in the face. Hayter with forearm shivers. Sakura with a double leg takedown. Sakura drops her elbow on Hayter's back. Sakura applies the Romero special. Sakura sends Hayter back first into the canvas. Sakura rakes the ribs of Hayter. Sakura with a twisting reverse DDT. Hayter regroups on the outside. Hayter tries to pull Sakura off the apron. Sakura with another palm strike. Sakura kicks Hayter in the back. Sakura rolls Hayter back into the ring. Sakura with a cocky cover for a 2 count. Hayter with forearm shivers. Hayter drives her knee into the midsection of Sakura. Hayter with a snap vertical suplex. Sakura with a blistering chop. Sakura toys around with Hayter. Sakura is choking Hayter with her boot. Hayter with clubbing blows to Sakura's back. Hayter drives Sakura back first into the turnbuckles. Hayter with clubbing shoulder blocks. Second chop exchange. Sakura rams her forearm across Hayter's face. Third chop exchange. Hayter with 3 exploder suplexes. Hayter with the running back elbow smash. Hayter blocks a boot from Sakura. Hayter with a corner clothesline. Hayter with clubbing blows to Sakura's back. Hayter ducks a clothesline from Sakura. Hayter hits the Uranage backbreaker for a 2 count. Sakura with a chop, lariat combination. Sakura with the delayed double underhook backbreaker for a 2 count. Hayter kicks Sakura in the face. Hayter goes for the sliding lariat, but Sakura counters with the rolling crucifix for a 2 count. Hayter with the Ushigoroshi. Hayter with a sliding lariat for a 2 count. Hayter puts Sakura on the top turnbuckle. Hayter chops Sakura. Hayter nails Sakura with the draping cutter. Hayter goes for the moonsault, but Sakura ducks out of the way. Sakura with the La Magistral for a 2 count. Sakura with the Tiger Driver for a 2 count. Sakura follows that with the moonsault for a 2 count. Sakura repeatedly slaps Hayter in the face. Hayter responds with a lariat. Hayter goes for the ripcord lariat, but Sakura counters with a backdrop driver. Hayter with a running lariat. Hayter connects with the ripcord lariat to pick up the victory. Winner, 24-19, Jamie Hayter via pinfall.